Have you ever felt that there's gotta be a better way to do Amazon ads? Well, guess what? You're right, there is, and it lets you avoid the Amazon PPC doom cycle. Let me take you underground and show you a multi-million-dollar Amazon ads playground that no one is talking about. But the best part, when used correctly, what I'm about to show you can supercharge all of your Amazon ad results by boosting your ROAS, cutting your ACoS, and growing sales like we were able to do for Bill, who saw 8x, 10x, and 15x ROAS and higher. But let me say that getting Bill out of that Amazon PPC doom cycle had nothing to do with finding great keywords. And look, this isn't some fairy tale concoction of phoenix feathers and unicorn tears. This is an actual secret Amazon advertising strategy that I've been using on the sly for years, and it has helped me take normal brands and scale them to multi-7 figures a year from nothing. It's called the shadow ad strategy, and it's about to turn everything you know about Amazon ads upside down. Because here's how most people run Amazon ads. They set up an auto campaign and pray to Bezos the Great to spit out some hidden keyword gems. Then they bow in reverence as they take those scant few keywords and shuffle away to cram them into exact match campaigns so they can control the costs and eke out a minuscule profit margin with what's left over after the Amazon gods swipe away their share of the take. And if Bezos the Great smiled upon them sufficiently, then they return to the altar to discover a few more keywords and repeat the process all over. The issue here is that there's no way to break this never-ending cycle of keyword discovery and then keyword babysitting. It's like being stuck in a perpetual game of PPC whack-a-mole without ever getting a break. And what makes it all the more difficult is that while you're grinding out your dependence on this ritual, there's another poor fool 1,000 miles away just about to jump into the exact same ritual. And now you've just added one more player who's locked into a death match of upward keyword bidding over a handful of keywords. That's until another poor fool jumps in on the exact same ritual for the exact same keywords, and then costs soar out of control faster than the Blue Origin rocket ship on its path to the wild blue yonder. But what if there were a different way? Well, now there is. And I'm going to show you my shadow ads in 3 simple steps so you can just copy and paste this process into your ads and start seeing results like this and this and this. Because once you have this strategy in hand, you'll know how to bypass the keyword by keyword bloodbath and strike a new path to profit that no one on YouTube is talking about. Well, until this video gets out. Because these kinds of secrets are usually kept hidden behind $9,000 paywalls or shared inside of exclusive masterminds. And this is the reason you're waking up to budget-busting ad spend with no signs of relief. But I'm on a mission to help 1,000 people make $100,000 in sales on Amazon, all for free. Let me show you how to do it. So I'm in an example Amazon ad account here, and I'm gonna walk you through the shadow ads process. I'll show you the steps and the structure so you can see why it works so well. So step 1, let's start out in the Amazon keyword jungle with a keyword. How about protein? Whoa, that's a super competitive niche right here. Look, Amazon thinks there are 40,000 listings worthy of ranking for the word protein. Yikes. And right here, we see all the competitors pawning their pennies to line up like a row of middle schoolers waiting to be picked by the school bully for a super fun game of dodgeball. And right here, we start to see the problem with normal Amazon advertising strategies. There's just no option to be different, to stand out from the crowd. And when you compete in this way, you're just lumped in with every other poor fool who's acting thirsty for a click. And then you're stuck in the Amazon PPC doom cycle. But now let's click on one of these listings. I think if we look closely, we'll see opportunities that others are missing. Let's click this one. It is the best seller after all. Okay, we see a well laid out listing, but then we see this area right here where Amazon is placing competitors' products on this product page. Has this happened to you, by the way? Is Amazon positioning competitor products on your product page? That crafty Amazon is always looking out for number 1. Anyways, I digress. Let's look around and see what is happening here because this listing is no slouch. Let me show you. This listing is currently pulling in over $5 million a month. That means that 112,000 buyers are actively swarming this listing every 30 days. And that doesn't account for the shoppers who don't buy. So with some quick math, we can see that given a conversion rate of 10%, there are reasonably 1.1 million total shoppers on this listing every month. But here's the interesting part. Every one of those 1 million shoppers is interested in protein. And that's where our shadow ads opportunity really starts to take shape. Here's what I mean. What if we could hijack this listing and instantly steal a handful of those 1 million shoppers for your product? Would that get you out of the PPC doom cycle? Well, it certainly would be a good start. Look right here. This is an ad from a competitor. It's a GNC product. GNC is placing an ad right here on this high-performing listing. Now, GNC is a major player, so they must see an opportunity here or they wouldn't waste the money, right? Now, let's just say that you were interested in placing your ad here. Let me show you how you'd do it. You'd simply grab the ASIN, pop it into a manual campaign, give it a budget, and boom, you can show up right here on a listing with over 1 million shoppers all looking for protein. This is called an ASIN targeted campaign, but that's not really what shadow ads are all about. And maybe if you're already familiar with Amazon ads, you're yawning right now. Yeah, Sean, I knew you could target other people's listings. All right, you want me to up my game? Well, before I do, if you like videos like this or any of my videos, please subscribe to this channel. I love creating free value here. It's part of my mission. And seeing that subscriber number go up is like a little thank you. Oh, and everyone else watching this, I would love it if you would comment on what your biggest frustration is with Amazon advertising right now. I think it'd be really interesting for everyone to see, and I might just make a video to help you solve that problem. Okay, I'm about to show you the real secret sauce behind shadow ads, because this is a whole other level. But let me say this, please do not underestimate the power of targeting your competitor's listing like I just showed you. Again, the goal is to slip out of that doom cycle, i.e. that ugly keyword by keyword bloodbath where everyone else is losing life and limb while praying to Bezos the Great. And that's why shadow ads are such a game changer. Okay, now let's just say you are Optimum Nutrition and you've already deployed all the usual PPC moves and you're sick of only making 5 million in sales a month. What do? Well, you go home. Yeah, really. In his classic book, Acres of Diamonds, Russell Conwell tells the story of a Persian farmer named Ali Hafed who sells his farm to go on a relentless search for diamonds. He travels far and wide, investing all his time and resources into his quest. However, despite his efforts, he fails to find any significant riches. Eventually, disheartened and penniless, Ali returns home to discover that the man who purchased his farm has unearthed a sparkling stone in a stream on the property, and soon the entire farm is found to be rich with acres of diamonds. So I took this detour because often the greatest opportunities and treasures are right in front of us. And the same is true on shadow ads. Let's look back at this listing by Optimum Nutrition. Now, for any wise business owner, all of this nonsense below the fold should be really disturbing. I mean, this is where your hope for selling products go to die. In the industry, we call this area the danger zone, because Amazon places all of your competitors here to try and trap shoppers who lose interest in your listing. Amazon's goal is to carry away those shoppers to buy something else, anything else. So in reality, this section is a huge threat to your business, but it's also acres of diamonds for those who can see it in a new light. Look right here. See this? This is called the frequently bought with section. This is Amazon's attempt to boost their average order value by bundling products together for a higher ticket sale, but with one click of a button. But notice what's in this section. Creatine. Creatine is not protein. It's related to protein, but it's not the same thing. Oh, and a shaker bottle. A shaker bottle is related to protein and creatine, but it is not the same thing. So these are here because they share something in common. Yeah, sure, they share the obvious fact that they have been purchased together before, but that's not the real gem here. And it might not be obvious at first glance, but what these all share is an audience. The people who buy creatine also buy protein. They are the same audience. The people who buy shaker cups also buy protein. They are the same audience. So shadow ad step 2 is to shift our thinking away from keywords and products and algorithms. When we do this, we start to escape the doom cycle by focusing in on audiences. And that opens up a whole world of possibilities. Just like in Acres of Diamonds, we can start to see the gems right in our own backyard. Now, if I were Optimum Nutrition, I would just start digging for diamonds right here and find targets that share an audience. Then what do? Can we place ads on the Shaker Cup page? Yes, we can. Can we place ads on the creatine page? Yes, we can. We can be sneaky. And this is the final step. We can lurk in the shadows of hundreds or even thousands of products that are just swarming with our audiences right now. We can find whole new pools of shoppers who might like our products in addition to the ones they were searching for. But I gotta be really honest with you right now. While I love this trick, the sad truth is that mining these targets takes time. Right now, there are no tools available to do this for you, so it's a completely manual process. That said, the team at Ecom Optimization has found these shadow ads to perform in crazy multiples, like getting 8x, 10x, or even 15x ROAS. So the pain's really worth it. And this is really because everyone else is focusing on beating their competitors in that keyword by keyword bloodbath. No one is paying attention to finding audiences on Amazon. But there's one problem that can stop your shadow ads cold. So if you want these shadow ads to really perform at their best, you gotta pay close attention to what happens when shoppers are finally redirected to your listing. This video will break down the exact steps you need to take your listing to 5, 6, or 7 figures in the fastest way possible.